The Laws of Ascension, Chapter 54, Arena. Why is it dark? Leora asks in a worried tone once they enter the dark room between the stairs. It's for changing, since not everyone has houses that connect to the alleys, Vera says while taking out a lantern. Unlike Lorik, she doesn't remember where the door is. Once she opens it, she waits for Leora to walk through. Once they reach the door at the bottom, Vera tells her to stop. She knocks on the door, hoping she remembers the code right. A moment later, the door opens. Behave yourselves, the guard wearing the dog mask says as the two walk through the door. Vera leads the way as Leora follows behind. She keeps looking around nervously. If you could see her face, you could tell she was nervous. After about half an hour of silently walking, someone stops them. They're wearing a brown bird's mask. They're about 5.5 feet tall and seem to be a man. Unlike almost everyone else, he's not wearing a cloak. He only wears the black clothes that everyone has underneath. Why are you all alone now, Cat? Did Fox dump you? The man with the bird mask asks. None of your business, Vera replies before trying to walk around him. He stops her and grabs her shoulder. He starts saying something but stops when Vera swings her foot. She kicks him square between the legs. He shouts in pain while falling to his knees. Try that again, and I'll make sure you never use that thing again, Vera says, trying to be as threatening as she can. She doesn't wait for a response and instead just walks away. Leora quickly follows, wondering if this is normal. Does this usually happen? Leora asks after a minute of walking. I'm not sure. This is only my second time here. But last time, something similar happened. Fox kicked him in the nuts too and said it's the best way to bring a man to his knees. Vera replies, causing Leora to laugh softly. They go back to walking in silence until they get to Torvin's shop. Welcome. What can I help you with? Torvin asks, behind his counter for once when a customer arrives. Oh, welcome back, Cat, he adds upon getting a good look at the two. How'd you know it was me? Aren't there others in cat masks? Vera asks, surprised. There are, but I was the one who made that mask. I'd recognize my own handiwork. Besides, I can tell by your height and build. People tend to change masks more often than you think, so I need to recognize them by more than just their mask. Anyway, what brings you here today without Fox? And with someone new, too? Torvin asks while leaning on the counter. We're looking for Fox. Have you seen him? Vera asks, causing Torvin to rub his chin. I might have, but first, you have to pay up. Torvin replies with a slight smirk. We have to pay for this? Leora asks, surprised. Yep, everything down here has a price. Now you don't have the gold needed for my services, so let's exchange information. I know who's behind the cat mask, Torvin says while motioning toward Vera. So tell me who's behind the deer mask, and I'll tell you where Fox is. You'll also have to tell me why you're looking for Fox, he adds while looking Leora in the eyes. Leora sighs before responding. I'm his sister, and I want to talk to him, she says, surprising Torvin. Torvin looks at her in shock before speaking. Then what's his sister's name? Fox has never told anyone other than me that. Tell me her name and I'll believe you. Leora, that's my name, Leora replies without hesitation. Torvin looks at her before smiling and laughing. Leora looks at Vera confused, but she just shrugs. All right, follow me. I'll lead you to him, Torvin says after laughing. He walks around the counter and out of the store. The two follow him out before he locks it behind them. He's in the arena. I don't think either of you has been there before, right? Torvin asks as they start walking. Right. What's it like? Vera asks. In a word, rough. People go there to watch fights, so you'll either meet people who enjoy watching them or participating in them. But it's the safest place here. The hunting dogs ensure that, so don't worry about getting robbed or harmed, Torvin replies. How do the fights work? I heard you can make a lot of money in them, Leora asks, wanting to hear what her brother went through. First fighters are broken into 3 groups. Regular, mages, and the young. The young are those who can't comprehend laws as they're too young to do so. Regular are people who can but haven't comprehended laws. Mages are mages. The arena uses a device to limit your bodily strength. As you might be aware, your body can be strengthened using laws and special materials. In order to prevent unfair play, they limit all participants' strengths. They limit it to 5, so they're all balanced. Mages get their levels limited too, but that depends on the specific match. As for money, the arena has two ways to get paid. First, they pay their fighters a specified amount depending on what group they're in. Fighters who win also receive a cut of the bets. This is where the real money comes from. The arena will make thousands per match off bets. Quite a few nobles come down here to enjoy the fights. Same with wealthy merchants and the like. It's thanks to them that the arena and hunting dogs exist. Anyway, when a fighter wins, they earn a portion of the gold the arena made off the bets. The better the fighter, the better the bets, and the better the payout. For Fox, he can usually make 1,000 or two from just a single match. If there's any nobles or rich merchants in the audience, then that'll be doubled, maybe tripled. Torvin explains. So why's Fox in the arena now? Leora asks after a moment. He didn't tell me. He just said he needed a match. But if I had to guess, it's due to stress. He jumps in there when he needs to let off some steam. Torvin replies as they get to the entrance. There's a long line discussing Fox's sudden matches. They're talking about him facing a champion trial. What's a champion's trial? Vera asks as they walk past the lines of people. The arena has its champions. They're just people that the arena trained to participate in the fights and bring more challengers. Challenging one means to take on the champion's trial. This is just winning 5 matches in a row. If you win, you get to fight the champion. Fighting the champion will earn you a lot of gold alone. So even if you lose, you'll earn some good coin. But if you win, you'll earn a small fortune and become famous for your strength. Not that Fox is lacking that fame. Also, you can't just ask to take it. The arena has to confirm you qualify. Torvin says as they get to the gate. There's a group of 5 hunting dogs processing people. One sees Torvin and quickly runs up to him. It's a pleasure to see you again, Torvin. Will you be in your regular booth? The hunting dog asks. Yes, and these 2 are with me, Torvin says before walking past him. The hunting dog makes a quick note of them before returning back to their post. They had left a man wearing a purple duck mask to attend to Torvin. I thought the hunting dogs were rougher than that, Leora says as they walk through the stone hall. There are a few wooden side doors they pass. They are when it comes to strangers or regular people. But I get special treatment. Torvin replies before opening one of the wooden doors. He leads the way up some stairs and to another smaller stone hallway. This one is full of doors on the right. They're all wooden with a gold-colored nameplate. He leads the way to one that says Torvin. He opens it and walks in, quickly followed by the other 2. Inside is a small room with a table, 4 chairs, a couch, and 2 smaller sofas. The couch and sofas are facing a hole in the wall opposite the door. It's as if the wall was removed, only leaving 1.5 feet on the bottom to act as a railing. Through the hole, you can see the arena's floor. It's covered in dirt and has 2 entrances. Both are shut with a metal gate. In the arena are 2 people. One is Fox, holding a wooden sword with 2 bracelets on his wrists. One is blue with a faint 5 painted on it. The other is green, without any kind of symbol or number. The other person is a woman holding a bow. She has a quiver on her back full of practice arrows. Her mask has the face of a turtle. The 2 are fighting, the woman constantly putting distance between them while shooting arrows. Lorik keeps dodging or cutting them out of the air. He slowly closes the gap between them as the 3 in the booth get settled. Vera and Leora sit together on the couch while Torvin sits on one of the sofas. Looks like we missed most of it, Torvin says while motioning toward a floating number 5 above the arena. What's that 5 mean? Vera asks. It means this is his 5th match in a row, so he'll be fighting the champion next. Torvin replies as Lorik throws his sword. It hits the turtle woman in the chest, just under her throat. She panics and drops her arrow. Without being able to slow him down with it, Lorik quickly closes the distance. The woman jumps back into the wall before Lorik pounces on her. He pushes her into the wall before ripping the bow out of her hands. A loud ringing sound fills the arena, signaling the end of the match. Lorik backs off, and she picks up her bow before leaving the arena. A man walks into the arena, followed by another. The first man looks to be in his mid to late 30s. He has dark red hair and matching eyes. He's not wearing a mask, revealing his scar-covered face. There's a claw scar on his left cheek. His left eye has a scar going over it. There's another that looks like an arrow wound over his forehead. He's muscular and tall, his entire frame and his features screaming power. The man behind him is no different. Like the first man, he's not wearing a mask. He looks to be in his 20s and has short brown hair. He doesn't have any scars but is just as muscular as the other man. The first man with red hair is wearing a dark brown suit. The other is wearing a plain brown shirt and jeans. Congratulations, Fox, on completing the champion's trial. The first man with the red hair says. He's speaking into a microphone so everyone hears him. Is there anything you wish to say before you face the champion here? He asks while tapping the other man on the chest. No, let's speed this up, though. Lorik replies, his voice also amplified by the microphone. The champion scoffs hearing this and clenches his fists. Very well, then everyone, place your bets. The red-haired man shouts. Torvin picks a device up off the table hearing this. It's flat and smooth, only a few inches wide. He sits down as it lights up. A screen appears in the air above it. On it are 5 digits, all currently 0. That kid better win, Torvin says while placing a 5,000 gold coin bet. Are you sure that's a good idea? You'll lose a lot if he loses. Leora asks after seeing him confirm the bet. Yeah, it'll be fine. Besides, your brother earned me a small fortune off betting on him already. Even if I lose this, I'll still have made more off betting on him than I lost. Torvin replies, causing her to sigh. The man with the red hair leaves the arena as the 2 others wait. They wait for the bets to be placed and for the match to start.